let's begin with try these questions on page number 19. Now in this questions we are told to round off the number to the nearest 10. What does rounding off means? As we have seen in the topic, that we have to close it to nearest 10th possible. So let's see with the examples. 28. What is the nearest number to 28? Now let's see the ones position. It is 8. The rule for rounding off is if the number is between 0 to 4, we round it to the least number. And if it is between 5 to 9, we round it to the higher number. That is the rounding off rule. So 28, 8 lies between this bracket 5 to 9. So we'll round off to the next higher 10th number, that is 30. It is more close to 30 than it is closer to 20. Now for 32, what are the two possible 10 positions we have? Either we can go for 30 or we can go for 40. Now 2, one's position में क्या है 2. This lies in which bracket? 0 to 4. So it will go in the previous direction, the lower number. Again the proximal number is 30. Now 52, again 2, it will go in the lower side, 50. Now 1, again lower side, 40. 39, now 9 is a number that lies between the bracket 5 to 9. So we go towards the higher 10, that is again 40. 48, again higher side, we'll go to 50. 64, 4 is the lower number, so we go towards 60. 59, we'll go towards 60. 99, now 9 again is the higher bracket, we'll go towards 100. Now 215, 5 is the bracket. Actually 5 is at the cusp, right? 0 to 4 is lower numbers, 6 to 9 higher numbers, 5 is cusp. But again 5 comes in the higher bracket. We go towards the higher 10 position. So 215 will go to 220. 3 lower bracket, 1 4 50. Now what happens here? We are rounding off to the closer 10. So we will not go to 1400. We will not go to 1500. We are only looking at the ones position. We just have to solve nearest 10. So 1450. Similarly here it is 6. It will go 2940. So the nearest 10 rounding off. So now let's come to try these on page number 20. Here the numbers are given. We have to round it to the nearest given approximation. Now in first case we have to do the approximation till nearest 10 position. For 10 position we'll see the ones number, right? Here it is 7. 7 comes in the bracket 0 to 4 or 5 to 9. For this we'll go to the lower end. For this we'll go to the higher number. So 7 lies in the higher number. So this will become 7, 5, 8, 50. So basically 47 will become 50 because we are rounding off to 10th position. 10th position is this one. Now here we have to round off till 100 position. So for 100 position we will see the tens value. We have to consider this number. Basically 100 position. 100 position पे कौन सा है हमारा 8. So for this 847. Now 4 lies in this bracket. So we'll go to the least amount. So this will become 75 800. 847 rounding off to nearest 100 will become 800, right? Now we have to approximate to 1000th position. 1000th position पे कौन सा number है हमारा 5. So we'll consider these numbers, right? So 1000th position के लिए हम क्या देखेंगे? ये 8 क्या है हमारा higher bracket. So 58 will become 60. So this will become 76,000. We are rounding off in the 1000th position. अब यहाँ पे 10th position का क्या मतलब है कि 10 के आगे हम सारे 0 कर देंगे. So 4 को हमने हायर किया 5 पे and it becomes 0 47 को, right? यहाँ पे हमने क्या करा है 100 पोजीशन पे हमने 100 पोजीशन का नंबर लिया एंड देन उसके अकॉर्डिंग हमने उनको कर दिया 0 बिकॉज वी हैव टू गो टू द हाईएस्ट नियरेस्ट इजी अप्रोक्सीमेशन. नाउ हियर वी हैव टू सॉल्व 10,000. 10,000 पोजीशन पे क्या है हमारा 7. So we'll look the whole number. This is 75. 75 again comes in the higher bracket. So this will become 80,000. So the same number has been approximated to nearest 10, nearest 100, nearest 1000 and nearest 10,000 position. Now let's come to page number 22. Try these. In these what we have to do, we have to find the product using approximation to the nearest estimated answer. Right? Now यहाँ पे ऐसे questions में we have to judge कि हमें approximation कहाँ तक करना है, closest to nearest 10 or closest to nearest 100. Right? We have to solve the multiplication as simpler as possible. So let's see. यहाँ पे यह number है हमारा 87. Now 7 is again in the bracket 0 to 4 or 5 to 9 for higher and for lower. So this is in the higher bracket. So 87 will become 90. Right? Now multiplied by 313. 313. Now if we approximate it to closest 10, it will become 310. 3 जो है वो lower end पे है, but 310 से हमारा इतना easily solve तो नहीं होगा. We want it more simpler. So 13 we'll approximate it to closest 100. 13 again 1 is in the smaller bracket. This will go into 300. 9 into 3 is 27. So 27,000 is your answer. Let's come to the second one. 9 close approximation to 10. Closest 10 will be 10 multiplied by. Now again 795. 795 में हम closest to nearest 10 करेंगे या closest to nearest 100 करेंगे. In both cases we will get 800. Right? अगर हम 95 को करेंगे तो भी हमारा 800 पे जाएगा. अगर हम 795 को देखेंगे तो भी हमारा 800 पे जाएगा. Right? 95 अगर हम closest approximation करेंगे it will again go in the 5 है तो higher bracket में. So this will become 8,000. Right? Now the next one. अब यहाँ पे again जब 98 है, 8 is in the higher bracket. 98 towards the higher will go. It will become 900. आप इसको approximation towards nearest 10 देख लो या nearest 100 देख लो. In both cases the answer will be 900. Multiplied by, now here, if we round off 785 to the nearest 10, it will become 790. 5 जो है हमारा higher bracket में है, this will become 790. But 790 is not solving any purpose for us. अभी भी हमारी multiplication बहुत complicated रहेगी. So we'll round it off to the nearest 100. So 9 will or 8 is at the highest end. So this will round off to 800. So 72. This. So multiplication will become easier. We just have to multiply 9 into 8, 72 and 4 zeros. So 7,20,000 is our answer. Now the last part again 58. अगर हम इसको round off करेंगे nearest 100 it will become 960. But then again it is not a simpler number to deal with. So we'll round it off to the nearest 100. That will become 1000. 958 का highest 9 5 है. 5 will go in the higher bracket. So it will be rounded off to 1000. 1000 multiplied by again 387. 387 को हम round off higher end पे करेंगे 7 के हिसाब से it will become 390. But 390 is again complicated. So we'll round it off according to 8 to 400. So your answer will become 4 lakh. So for this approximation we get answer 27,000, here 8,000, 7,20,000 and here 4 lakh. Let's come to page number 24 for try these exercises. Now I'll leave the book because we have to read the statements. It says we have to write the expression using brackets for the following statements. Now the first one says 4 multiplied by the sum of 9 and 2. Carefully read the statement, you will get it by naturally. Okay, 4 multiplied by the sum of 9 and 2. What is the sum of 9 and 2? 9 plus 2. Now we put a bracket because we have to multiply it by 4 the whole. So 4 multiplied by the sum of 9 and 2. Let's come to the next one. Divide the difference of 18 and 6. What is the difference of 18 and 6? 18 minus 6. we'll put a bracket because it is 1 unit. Now we have to divide the difference of this by 4. So 4 divided by the difference of 18 and 6. Clear? Now the third one says 45 divided by 45 divided by 3 times the sum of 3 times the sum of what? 3 and 2. Right? 45 divided by 3 times the sum of 3 and 2. Clear? These are self-explanatory. Now the second question says we have to write the situation for this particular expression, right? What can be different situations? Let's say A goes to school for 5 days in month and B goes to school for 8 days in a month. So how many days does A and B both go in? 6 months, right? Another situation can be if in a box, we have 5 red pens and 8 black pens in one box. So how many boxes total in 6 boxes? How many total pens in 6 boxes? Another situation can be like this. So you can frame more according to your choice. You can write in the comments. I'll let you know if it's right or not. So the next question, third question, expression has been given. We have to write situations for this. Now this first one will say, okay, it is minus. See, in this expression it is 7 times the difference of 8 and 3. So we have to write something which relates to decreasing amount. That something is being differentiated. So we can say like Arun works 8 hours in a day and rest 3 hours in a day, right? A person is working for 8 hours, he is resting for 3 hours. So how many hours he actually work in 7 days? So how will you write this? That how many hours he is working? 8 hours. And how many times he is actually resting? 3 hours he is resting. So actually he is doing work for 5 hours, right? So bracket into 7. That means how much work is he actually doing in 7 days. Similarly, you can do like X drinks or X has 8 glasses of water, right? And he drinks 3 glasses per day. Something is being used so that we can reduce it. So how much water glasses, how many glasses will he have in 7 days or in a week? So again, he has 8, he drinks 3. So he is left with 8 minus 3. And for how many days we have to calculate? 7. So like this we can form situations. For the second part, again, it's a homework. You will do it, you'll write it in your comments, and I'll let you know if it's right or not. Now, the last try these for page number 25 of this chapter. We have to write the Roman numbers for 73 and 92. For 73, we can break it as 50 plus 20 plus 3. We have to write in a notation जिनके हमारे पास standard notations in Roman numbers given है, जिसकी table आपकी book में already given है, right? So for 50 we have L, for 20 we have double X, for 3 we have 3. So the Roman number for 73 becomes LXX 3 I's, right? Now again for 92 को हम लिख सकते हैं 90 plus 2. which can be further written as 90 को हम क्या लिख सकते हैं 100 minus 10 because 90 के लिए हमारे पास कोई specifically रोमन नोटेशन नहीं है. We have for 100, we have for 10, right? Plus 2. So 100 का क्या होता है हमारा C, 10 का होता है हमारा X. But since it is in minus, तो माइनस के लिए हमारा रूल क्या होता है, जो सेकेंड नंबर है वो पहले आएगा to indicate that this has been written in minus form, one less. So this will become 90 के लिए क्या हो जाएगा XC plus 2 के लिए we know 2 I's. So 92 becomes XC and 2 I's. This is for 73 and this is for 92.